specifically Chat GPT, and the associated plugins, add-ons, whatever else you might call it. And that's why I'm using this creepy voice with this creepy music, because I feel mad. Absolutely bonkers insane after doing this. But it's not there.
Okay, let's do this for real. Because I did. I just went on a 48-hour deep dive into Chat GPT. And I actually paid for a month of it. And I don't know if I'll be keeping on paying $20 a month for it, but I paid for a month. And this all started when I saw a YouTube video that says, hey, text to video. You can type your stuff in, and it'll say, okay, you want to see a spaceship flying over the moon? Here's a picture of a spaceship flying the moon. We're AI. We can do anything. No, the tools aren't there yet. And oh my goodness, they've been going bonkers talking about this stuff like it's the next best thing. And although there are aspects which I found in Chat GPT, which I think are very useful, I think they would be useful with the free version. All of the bonus stuff, all of the extra apps, all of the extra plugins, so many plugins. It's like they're all bouncing around in this one construct. Now, I'm not going to try to, lie and say, oh, I know all about AI. I don't. I know science fiction, and I know what I was attempting to do. I was attempting to say, okay, well, AI can do text to video. Well, that's cool. I want to do that. Because if it could help me using my own editing techniques, well, that would be great. But upon the deep dive, the 48-hour deep dive, nothing is as simple as it looks on the surface. And oh, was there so much media to ingest and try to apply? Oh, it was very frustrating on very many aspects. There are some excellent things ChatGPT does on the baseline in regards to helping you write, in regards to, I got a skit out of it, which was nice. I was able to plug in a few things, go, okay, this is a character, here's my character, here's another character, and let's put them in this environment, give me a good theme. And it wrote one. And so its ability to communicate back and forth and to help flush out ideas makes ChatGPT really, really handy. In regards for it taking the place of humans, it ain't there yet. Because I tried so many programs. First off, I tried Descript, and then Canva, and then there were 2 or 3 other things that I signed up for, all in an attempt to do text to video. So I figured I'd go, okay, so ChatGPT, you write me a 15-second spot so I can put it on my YouTube shorts. 2 days I've been working on this. Not one short. Not one 15-second short to come out of this. And the moral of the story is, for me, is A, don't get drawn in by the bells and whistles. Yeah, some of the stuff over there is neat, but everything is behind a paywall, behind a paywall, behind a paywall. And what are you getting for it? Well, based on my experience, a lot of trying to negotiate language with the AI, and then trying to get all the plugins and all the add-ons to do what they're supposed to do. 25% of the time they don't work. And the other stuff does work in a very limited sense, but it's like they're all drawing from the same stock footage in order to compose all this royalty-free stuff. And okay, I understand why they're doing that. But the integration from throwing my own pictures in there and throwing, well, let me give you some examples. Like, let me go right over here and then add an image. Let's add Kev AI. Okay, now this seemed like a good idea. So let's go browse for that. And I'm moving it over so I can see. Okay, let's go to the one behind that because... Okay. All right, now. This right here. Yep. Undo that. That's what I want. Okay. Now, it doesn't quite format. Excuse me. Here, let me show you. It doesn't quite format the way that you would expect it to format. So it chopped off a bit of my head. But I saw this and I'm like, okay, that's not too far off the mark. And that is me, and it's based off a real picture. But that's with a little je ne sais quoi from the from one of the programs. And it drives me insane. So, yeah. I need a drink. Give me a second. I'm going to get a drink. Montague. Here's a Dr. Pepper just for you. I'll eat it with the nachos if I want to. All right. So, can this stuff help? During all this, there are other programs that are connected to Chat GPT, and one of them happens to be Canva, which people are going on about. Oh, it does all these wonderful things. Paywall. But that's all right. So, I did that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I can't get rid of that. This. Yeah. No. Well, what the heck? Yes. Okay. And let's show you another aspect of AI that we got. Okay. And then I started asking it to do different. Actually, I might even be able to do this. Instead of doing that, let's cancel. And we'll go to, and display capture. Do I want window capture? Okay. And this will be. Do I have it open? I do have it open. So. Alright, let's try this again. Delete. Yes. Okay, add. Alright, here's the Canva window. I believe this is what I need to do. Transform. Fit the screen. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now, how do I get that to the top? It was on it. Huh. There we go. How come every time I do that, see, there are things about even OBS I haven't figured out. Properties. Transform. There we go. So what this is showing you is these are some of the things that I've been working on. I was trying to do thumbnails, and you can see it right there for this particular live stream. But to the left, there are what I did user requests, and it was supposed to be, I was trying to get like two people high-fiving, and it gives you all sorts of images of, okay, well, maybe you could use this, maybe you could use this. And it was able to do these by prompts. But one of the things that you don't think about when you're going into this is that, well, if there's going to be any continuity within the characters, well, you can't render the same. Okay, I want, let's say, this guy. It was almost impossible to find anyone who had a glow-in-the-dark bow tie. So it's just me. I'm like the only guy. Maybe there's two other people in the world who have the glow-in-the-dark bow tie, or the light-up bow tie. But I went looking for images to use for storyboards. I figured, okay, I'll break these in. And started using the auto generation stuff. And, I mean, some of it, it came up with some fascinating stuff, but it never quite hit the mark. Although that's a very good workshop/basement picture there. But that doesn't look anything like me, and that doesn't look anything like Sparky. So the whole point is that I'd be able to generate a bunch of these thumbnails, so when it came time for shooting, I would be able to just go and, and do what I needed to do. But such is not the case. It's not as simple as point and click and then you can go. So I was a bit... One more. I said one more. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, that was my experience. This is my experience. Because I paid for a month, so I'm still going to be going at it and trying to get my money's worth, so to speak. And some of the script propagation stuff was cool. All right, now when I tried bringing my own image in this, there's another program which I will discuss maybe at a later time. But it was very peculiar in order to, you couldn't really get, I couldn't really get done what I wanted to get done. My thought was, I could go in here, I could say, okay, these are the text prompts, and then here's scene 1, here's scene 2, now give me a black and white storyboard, or a color storyboard. And you have to be very specific with Chat GPT in regards to what you're asking it to do. It can do a lot, but there's so much to be said for language. So It was a fascinating deep dive, and I'm not done. Canva has obviously a lot of stuff here. Let's actually see if we can do this online, because this would be kind of cool. There are ways to animate and position and stuff like that. I haven't even touched that stuff yet. What frustrates me about this a little bit is that I know how to edit. So a lot of this stuff I can pretty much do on my own, but I can't do it on, like, not quickly. And that's what I was hoping this stuff would do, is it would automate some of my workflow and then save me a little time. That's not what happened. I instead went on a deep dive for a long time. There we go. There we are. And do I feel any wiser? I feel like I put 48 hours in. I really feel like, I really went to town and I watched a lot of stuff and I tried to learn as much as I could. But it's not the amount of time it's taken me to learn this stuff. Will it save me time on the back end? Maybe, but I certainly didn't get a short piece of content done in a very short period of time. Whereas, here we are, live streaming, and I get to talk about this. So this is what's been going on with Canva. And that's really this is the AI part, is where you can generate images based on text prompts. And that's neat and it's fascinating, and it's got a lot of neat little things you can do to it. But this program doesn't have the flexibility of the other one. What was the other program? I'll find it and I'll come back, but it's, I needed to talk about this for a little bit, because, like I said, I've been doing this for 48 hours, the last 2 days, just deep diving. And I did pay the $20 a month so I could get into the Chat GPT. And that's, is it worth it? The paid version, you got access to all sorts of stuff. It gives you a thumbnail expert that can redesign your thumbnails for you and help you redesign them. Most of them are talking you through it, but occasionally some of them will actually do stuff for you. And it did allow me to put the SEO tags on this, and gave me a pretty quick description of what this video was going to be about. But that's a little different than what I expected. I expected I'd be able to go in, type a few keywords, and then I'd get at least some basic storyboards. But no, something that simple, it couldn't do. The second thing I was trying to do in here was trying to say, okay, well, I can at least get text-to-speech, right? I mean, I've been doing that for over a decade now. Surely I could find some tool within Chat GPT that'll do text-to-speach. No, almost everything's behind a paywall except for what's not. So what I ended up doing is I ended up using another program, which was called, what was it called? Free Text-to-Speech, TTS Maker. Let's see if I can pull that up here. That's maybe no. I can get that back. But the text-to-speech maker, it'll take what you do type, and it didn't cost me a damn thing, and I didn't have to sign up for anything. All I had to do is go input it, and then confirm that I was human. And then this is what it gave me. Let me play it for you. And this was a script that I had written in conjunction with Chat GPT.
MEG is a tale of technological innovation. Encourages Kevin, a determined inventor, creates the MEG device, capable of quantifying mental energy. When his invention draws the attention of sinister forces, Kevin must harness the power of the MEG to protect his world from imminent threats, blending the excitement of science fiction with the thrill of discovery and heroism.
And that's the AI chat that I got. All right. When I was looking for this is after I failed with Chat GPT. And I guess you can, if you can get it connected via, what is that called? Microsoft Edge. But I tried it a couple times, and it fights me on which account I'm on. So I was like, all right, I ain't doing it that way. And then Chrome supposedly has an extension that allows you to do the same thing. But that didn't happen. So it's been a weird way of finding out that really the stuff that I already had access to was much more efficient. But Chat GPT, just the text aspect of it, is very, very handy if you want to flush out ideas and try to get a new beat on it. So I thought that was kind of neat. It can produce an awful lot of text output in a very short period of time. And I imagine if they do get these other tools working correctly, then it will be, in conjunction, it'll be powerful. But the learning curve on these was, Canva's all right, but there's a lot to it. Like if I even go down to the base, the home, it gives you the templates, and then it tells you, okay, these are the things that you can go through. And, it gives you, but you got to pay for these. So you got to pay for some of them anyway. And you can create your own. It's a very handy tool for that. That's Canva. But the Chat GPT part of it, I don't know. I'm still testing with it, and I'm still learning. But there seems to be an awful lot of hubbub of something that doesn't really work that incredibly well. Like you got to fight to get it to work. Let's see if I can do something. Let's go back to the Canva home, and tell you what. What can we do for you? Give me for me. So my recent, I was playing with the album design. I'm gonna have to change that color though. That color's gotta be stronger. Let's make that orange. So it actually shows up. It doesn't. See, another thing, when you work in thumbnails, it might look fine when you got them in big in your face, but when you pull them back and you can't read the letters, you're like, oh, that's where I made a mistake. All right, let's see. I can go to design. That's elements. Do I have a parental advisory? Can I put that in? Or do I gotta pay for that? Ooh, I guess I can do this for free. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This should be on all my stuff. Parental advisory. Explicit content. Not that I can put anything explicit on YouTube. All right, but that's not where we were going. Photos, graphics. It gives you lots of stuff that you could work with. Shapes, audio. Audio's got audio. Free. I don't think it's free. Okay, let's go to. So record yourself as. All right. I guess I'm recording myself in Canva, so this should be interesting. So this is Kevin G Nicholson talking into Canva while talking into Facebook, while talking into YouTube, while live streaming, and I guess I'm done with that. Let's see what that does. And it plays myself in Canva. So this should be interesting. So this is, okay, so I can do that stuff and, yeah, that's fine. I don't think I saved that, but that's all right. So it gives you audio, it gives you all sorts of stuff. And then let's go down to apps. And it gives you all the apps. You can AI powered. No camera, no crew, no problem. See, they got so much stuff, but again, it's extra bells and whistles at $10 here, $20 here. Let's see. Let's see. Can I go back? So this is me essentially going through and telling you what I've done over the last 48 hours. Was it worth it? Do I feel a little smarter about these particular programs? Perhaps. But there is an awful lot in here. And in the end, using the, getting getting it to do purple frogs. I mean, it will have handy applications if they can, get it up and running pretty well. I don't know why the purple frogs, but I was just testing what it could do. And that's, I think I showed you, that's what it does. I mean, you can, I haven't upgraded to Canva Pro yet. And may or may not, I haven't decided. I'm already in on Chat GPT, so I'm going to stretch that out for the month. But, yeah, that's my honest reflection on using Chat GPT for the last 48 hours. Yeah, I got nothing else beyond that. So you know what? Let me see if I can get my mouse over here. Yeah, let me go here. You're glad I did this? Of course you are. Can I get in there, honey? Yeah, of course I can. So, I guess that's it. This is me sharing my adventures in AI. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this is a little short, but what you gonna do? You ain't paying me. And it was a good time for all. And you might find it informative, but if anything, beware the rabbit hole. Again, 48 hours. I can talk about it in this live stream now because I did it. Yeah. Do I feel a little smarter? Maybe a little bit. I feel like I spent an awful lot of time and I didn't get a lot of tangible results. But we're still on it. So, we'll see. This has been Kevin G Nicholson. Thank you very much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.